Morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty of stuff to work on. Now, this morning, we had... Sorry about that. I made a little robot sound. This morning, we had the Blue Devils 1997 Shopping Spree release on my channel's home tab. So that's what we're going to be going through. In all these live streams, I am sharing what I'm practicing. The raw, unfiltered, every single mistake, etc. There's timestamps in the description showing what I'm practicing or what kind of question I'm answering. Because I've been drumming for almost 30 years, because I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, I will often get people in the various chats who ask me questions about like how to improve as a performer, or how to improve as an educator. And I will often edit those answers and put them into this drumming tips playlist. There's over 100 videos and over 15 hours of tips in here on a variety of topics. So for example, this one at the start of it is the ring finger leaving the stick with traditional grip bad? And other drumming tips. So if it says and other drumming tips, that means there are more topics in there that might not be related to the first thing. So if you're not interested in the first one, then you might be interested in some of the other ones that are inside of there. Just uses timestamps and allows you to jump to whichever topic you want. Or on the thousands of play-alongs on my home tab, there's timestamps to jump to whatever BPM you want to practice. If you see any of the like 400 and some odd members' first videos, that just means they're scheduled to release for free. So for example, this one comes out tomorrow, Drumming Tips 106. This one comes out next Friday. So like every Friday, I've been having a drumming tip video come out, and then every day there's a brand new play along that comes out at least once. So stay tuned for many more. If you want the early access, all you have to do is just like click the join button under a video. I think it's like right here. So the join button is 99 cents. But I promise, they're all coming out for free. So just wait. It'll come out. Don't worry. Now, I'm going to get motivated here with Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is going to help me get ready to drum to practice Blue Devils 97 Shopping Spree. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. I was early. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah. Shia LaBeouf, motivating all the drummers worldwide. I bet he didn't even realize he was going to be motivating drummers when he recorded that. All right. Goofiness over. Now, on my channel's home tab on YouTube, or if you go to here on the vertical, this link, jaredoleary.com/drum. It's the first link at the top of the different play-alongs. You can find 80 chop exercises inside of the chop section. There's like almost 30 chug variations. There's 29 chopping sprees. We'll get there in a second. I'll show you in a minute. There's over 1,000 grid variations for triplet, for 16th note, some wacky ones like Herta grid, etc. We've got limb independent stuff. I'm going to be practicing this tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. Did some of that yesterday. But every single one of these playlists links to this video, how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. So check that out if you're unsure how to actually work on it using these free resources. There's almost 500 marching bass drum exercises. I'd recommend focusing on the timing exercise, and then check out the splits timing. It allows you to simulate practicing with a bass line. There's a bunch of drumline cadences. There's almost 400 technique exercises, so you can work on your flams, you can work on your accent taps, you can work on stick control, whatever you want. Just click on a playlist, and then odds are it's going to have a ton of exercises inside of it. So for example, if I go to this timing transitions playlist, it has how many videos in it? It's got 64 videos in here with a bunch of timing exercises that you can practice. So check that out if you're interested in it. And then finally, all the way down here, we got the tips and lessons. There's over 15 hours of drumming tips in here. There's some scripted lessons like how to hold traditional grip, or metronomes are overrated for drummers, etc. But if you go to this playlist, this is the drumming tips one that has over 15 hours of drumming tips. We play the tenors, nice. There's a bunch of drumming tips that also talk about tenors inside of there if you're interested in that. And then I've also got a review of this pad that is right here if you're interested in it. You can check that out. But anyways, I'm going to warm up by playing through Blue Devil's 97 Shopping Spree, and we're going to do it 5 times. I'm just going to go 1 click at a time, starting nice and slow. We'll stretch and massage, and then we'll start speeding this up 5 clicks at a time. So there are a bunch of sprees in here. Basically, all of them are coming out in the next month, so stay tuned. So the one we're going to play today just came out this morning, became public. This one, the 1998 spree, comes out in 2 days. This one comes out in 2 days after that, and then 2 days after that, 2 days after that, etc. Okay, so we're going to go to here, and I'm going to go to the very beginning and turn up the volume, and that is not the resolution that I would like. Don't worry, you don't need to adjust your eyeballs. Here we go, starting at 40. So you can play along too. So flam accent for the check. Then we go into Swiss drag, flam drag, Swiss drag, flam drag, off the left, flam drag, touch-a-da, 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 touch-a-da. Just cheeses, normal. Okay, check again, just normal. Then we're going into book reports. Normal accent without the flam. Now back into flam accents. We're off the left hand. Into a left hand flam 5. Still on the left right here. Now Swiss flam taps. Swiss flam tap. Swiss flam tap. Flam tap. Cha-da-cha. Flam drag. Invert. Invert. Invert, cha cha da da, cha cha cha. Sweet. Now you'll see some transcriptions that have this change the meter. I intentionally didn't do that for this particular play along, so you could see how it lines with the downbeat. So if you're practicing this with quarter notes, you can still see where it lines up when you're playing through this. But I'd actually recommend playing with the play-alongs because then you can hear perfect rhythmic interpretation of like all the diddles, etc. And you can hear the interior notes whether or not you're lining up. So this allows you to practice listening in with any of these like 2,000 plus play-alongs on my channel's home tab. Just go to this is in the chop section, but there's also the technique stuff that I recommend working on. Make sure that chi stays up before that next flam accent. Well, hello. How you doing today? Nice and slow, just warming up. We'll go by 5s after we stretch and massage. But right now, we're going by 1s. I don't know. Why are you so serious? That's confusing to me. I don't understand. This is not a cover stream, so this is a kind of like office hours where I'm here, I'm practicing, playing through Blue Devil's 97 shopping spree, but I'm also answering questions as somebody who's been playing for almost 30 years and who has a PhD in music education. So if you have questions about performing or teaching, you can ask it, but I don't do covers. Oops. Forgot the Swiss drag. Talking, screws me up. Hello, Kaled. Welcome back. I don't think I know who that is. Who are they? I just realized I played this wrong. Interesting. Let me check something. Yeah, so there's actually a mistake in this. I need to fix that. So this diddle that's right here needs to be off the right. I'll fix that. I'll have that fixed later on today. Whoopsies. So yeah, I was like, that doesn't feel right. So normal flam drag, not a Swiss drag right here. I'll fix that later on today. Stay tuned. Oh, I left off the 2 notes right there. Whoopsies. All right, cool. So let's stretch and massage, and then we'll start going up by 5s with this particular spree, and we'll see how fast we can get it today. So the first stretch that I'm going to do, after just getting the blood flowing a little bit, we'll stretch the sides of the forearms. So you hold your palms facing up with your sticks in your hands. You pull in, you push through. It looks really weird, but it's a good stretch for the sides of the forearms. It feels great. And to get out of the stretch, you just go back out the way that you came. If you do rotary motions for traditional grip, rotate and hold there, and then rotate and hold to the other end. Do that for like 20 to 30 seconds for each direction. I don't do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so you could do it like this, going one at a time. You could do it on your pad like I demonstrated 2 days ago. Today, I'll demonstrate it on the wall. The lower you go, ooh, the deeper the stretch. Don't put all your weight into it. Okay, now I'm going to stretch the top side of the forearm. So you could do it like this. You could do it on your legs like I did in yesterday's stream. Why, hello. Or you could do this one on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Again, don't put all your weight into it. Okay, now I'm going to stretch thumb to thumb. So this just goes twice as fast, but we're stretching the fingers. So we're starting larger to smaller for different parts of the arm, forearm, hand, fingers, etc. This is the last stretch, and then I'll do a quick massage routine, and then we'll get back into the 1997 Blue Devil shopping spree. Thank you for the like. Oh, no ASMR. Disappointing. 1 out of 5 stars. Cool. Now I'm going to massage. So I'm doing thumb on top, fingers underneath, massaging up and down the forearm, getting everything relaxed. You might need to massage your triceps, your biceps, maybe even your shoulders, especially if you wear a carrier. But I do shoulder stretches when I work out before the stream, so I don't demonstrate them on here. But you might need to do that. Next. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to massage the thumb in the palm and then fingers massaging the back side of the hand. Trying to relax everything. So because there's that air on that one, thank you for the like, that one diddle is sticking on there. Again, it's not a Swiss drag on the very last line. I will get that fixed by the end of the day. In between my streams, I'll try and fix that. And then see if I can get it to export while I'm streaming. Maybe. We'll see. It won't take me long. The hard part is like the actually writing it out, but making a little fix like that probably take about an hour. So hopefully by this afternoon I should have it fixed. Stay tuned. We will find out. So now that we finished stretching and massaging, the diddle that I'm talking about is this one. This is a normal flam drag, not a Swiss drag. That is a mistake. I need to go look at some lock clips just to make sure that that's fixed. But anyways, so in the timestamps, you can actually jump to whatever BPM you want. So I am going to play through this, and I'm going to start going up by 5s now. But if you want to go slower, you can let it go 1 click at a time. If you want to go faster, you can go 10 clicks at a time, all the way up to 200 beats a minute, every single click in between. So whatever it is that you want to practice at, you can do that. So we'll go to 45. We'll start going by 5s now. Wow, I can't language today. Here we go. Swiss drag, flam drag, off the left, tachetta, cheese, check, into book reports, 3 of them. Just a normal accent, into flam accent, off the left, flam 5. Keep that cheese up, Swiss. Oops, flam tap, Swiss. 2 flam taps, cha-cha-cha, 2 of them. Diddle, tap, flam drag, invert, 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 cha-cha-da-da. Okay, that's it. Now let's go faster. 50, feel like after the touchetas, it should be a touchies. And I'm leaving off the shot there just to like save my sticks and whatnot. So that's what I'm working on. Hey, for someone who's on bass one right now, but being placed on snare next year, what do you think you should practice to be ready? Good question. So if you go to my home tab, whoop, where I'm practicing right now is inside of the chop exercises. Don't worry about this. These are fun, but this is like the dessert. Maybe spend 10% of your time on that. What I recommend doing is first going down to here. There's over 15 hours of tips where I've answered questions like this from people in the chat where they're like, hey, how do I improve this? 15 hours of tips in here, and then some scripted lessons inside of here, like how to hold traditional grip, which if you're playing traditional, that video will help you out. But what I recommend doing for any snare drummer, as a snare drummer, what I recommend doing is spending 50, maybe 60% of your time working on technique exercises. There's so many that you have to click the header, but pick a playlist to like work on your flams or your rolls or whatever, and just go up one click at a time. Go super slow. I talk about that more in these drumming tips, like how to actually practice with these. But I'd recommend spending the majority of your time on technique exercises. This is what's going to set you apart from everybody else. 30 to 40% of your time should be on grid variations. Just focus on rudiment on one. So for example, a flam on one, or a diddle on one, or maybe a flam drag on one, etc. Don't worry about all the wacky stuff. But what grid is doing, if you're not familiar with it, there's triplet version, and then there's 16th version. And if you go to the versions with like diddle on one, what it's doing in this particular exercise is it's allowing you to permutate the accent across the subdivision. So all of the accents are on the first partial, all the accents are on the second partial, and then all the accents are on the third partial, while your diddle stays on one the entire time. And then it does that instead of 4 counts, it does it for 2 counts, and then for 1 count for each one of these. So these are super helpful to be able to work on any kind of rudiment, which is good for any kind of a snare drummer. Don't play it that fast. Start nice and slow. But then, like I was saying, maybe 10% of your time focus on like this kind of stuff that I'm playing through, which is the shopping spree variations. Or other chop exercises like chug or whatever. Okay, so there's a lot of fun stuff to play, but the thing that's really going to set you apart is working on technique. You've been watching since middle school? Hey, congrats. That's awesome that you're made it to snare. But yeah, I hope these resources and tips and whatnot are helping you to learn how to march. But if you have like specific questions like, hey, how do I do this specific thing? Or how do I work on this specific thing? Because there's like literally thousands of exercises, it's hard to sort through. So I might be like, hey, go to this specific exercise. It'll help you out with blah. Swiss drag, flam drag, Swiss drag, flam drag, touchetta, normal cheese, check. Book report. Off the left. Flam fives. Extra note. Swiss flam tap. Swiss. Flam tap. Swiss. Flam tap. Flam tap. Cha-cha-cha. Diddle tap. Flam drag. Flam drag. It's not a Swiss drag. That's a mistake. like it. This was actually the first shopping spree that I learned way back in the day, my freshman year of high school. Yeah, that's awesome that you know what you're going to be doing for next year. So for the bass drum stuff, I'd really recommend taking a look at the marching bass drum section. Focus on the timing exercises and mark time to all those different variations. There's over 150 of them. Oops, I forgot the Swiss drag. Talking's messing me up. And then check out the splits timing to be able to practice some like more complicated splits, but the timing exercise is your bread and butter. Your bass music hasn't been that hard. Yeah, no, well, that means that you can focus maybe more on those technique exercises in addition to like working on the timing exercises. So that'll help you like prepare you for like the next year when you're doing snare. So if, like what you're playing for the bass drum is only taking up like 20% of your time, cool, we got 80% to work on other stuff. Whenever I had anything that was like easy, I really just focused on the super consistency. Like how long could I go without making a mistake kind of a thing. And we're talking like small mistakes. Not like completely forget what to play. Mm-hmm. 70. So that's where I get that from is I always just like peck that out. The Swiss drag, flam drag, Swiss drag, flam drag. This measure 2 right here is from this spree. I was always wondering like, where did that come from? $75. I might even finish the stream a little bit early so I can like go make that fix on that Swiss drag. You're gonna go work on the technique playlist? Sweet! Let me know if you have any questions. Stay tuned for many more. Currently got over 400 scheduled. Working on more later on today. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. A little extra 2 notes for you. Enjoy. Free of charge. Generous, I know. Super generous. 85. Whoop. Make sure those diddles are consistent between the Swiss drag and flam drag. Should sound the exact same. Thanks for the like. Sweet. 90. My hands feel slow today. Mm-hmm. 95. I can number. I promise. Sometimes. Maybe not today. Not today. It's just one of those days. Triple digit? No way. Yeah, way. Here we go. 100. Almost got that. So one way you can think of this is counting 3 on the right hand, and then just end with da-da-da, or just think 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 when playing that, okay? So 8 notes with a release, basically. However you want to think of that. And again, it's flam drags on that very last line, not a Swiss drag on the left. I will fix that. Whoopsies. Screwed up on the last line. I'm so sorry. Unsub. I know. I don't blame you. People aren't allowed to make mistakes ever. Make one, get banished. Banished to playing flute. Oh no. So my undergrad, I had to learn every band and orchestra instrument because, you know, music ed undergrad had to learn how to teach them all to be a band director. And flute took me like 2 weeks to make a sound on. I just couldn't figure it out. I was like, it didn't work. I eventually got it. Mm-hmm. 120. Curious what my breaking point's going to be today. Because I don't have this memorized, so it might be just the reading. More than chops. My guess is like 140 today. My hands feel slow. My brain feels slow. Ah, I put a cheese here. Let's try that again. I made it harder, technically. Whoopsies. Sweet! Now we can go up to 5. Well, technically 4, but you know what I'm saying. Today's ASMR drumming stream. Here we go. I wouldn't be able to survive without air conditioning. I've literally been hospitalized like a few times for dehydration in my life. I require a lot more water than most people, apparently. But yeah, AC. Woo! I need it. Like, I got a fan going right now. Got the AC on. But, you know, Arizona, it's hot. It's going to be like, 200 degrees today, about plus or minus 2 degrees. Yeah, it feels so abrupt, that ending. I don't know why. I just feel like there should be more. I'm gonna have a strong talking to with the 1997 Pluto Snare Line members. Hey, you didn't give us the full spree, did you? Cool. 145. causing my mouse to right-click on the other monitor. When I march DCI, would you have to adjust drum heads based on weather conditions? I mean, we were constantly tuning, changing drums and whatnot. But, yeah, I mean, you would sometimes, like, tune low if you knew that you're going to be in a place that was, like, colder. So, in, like, Arizona, obviously, it's, like, really hot here. So if we were going to go to, like, Northern California or something for a show, then we might tune it a little bit lower here, so that way, like, as it got a little bit tighter, we didn't, like, pop the heads or anything. So we might just, like, wait if we're traveling to a different site that would have, like, different drastic temperature difference. But, yeah, we were going through heads so much. Heads and sticks. Our sticks were not great. The sponsor we had didn't necessarily have the best quality. Well, I wanted to add it in like an extra chada right here and then extend it. That's not how it's written. My brain is not able to keep up with the reading right now. It'd be funny if they only axed it in the right hand. See, I keep wanting to do that. I wonder if it's similar to a spree that I did the other day, and I'm not thinking about it. And I'm like, in my brain, it's like, no, play that other one. Ew. Okay, let's try it at 160. Will it go good? Your guess is as good as mine. Who knows? Not me. I think I have the first chunk memorized. Woo! That's brisk. 165. Yikes. Okay, this is likely going to be where my arms burst into flames. Stay tuned. Don't worry, we got a sprinkler installed into this overhead camera, so it's going to just spray water everywhere. Stay safe. Okay. I'm gonna end it a little bit early, and the reason why is because I need to fix that Swiss drag. It's not a Swiss drag right here. Silly Jared. It's just a normal flam drag. So if you're practicing along to this, I will have this fixed by the end of the day. So it's cha-da-da-da, cha-da-da-da, and it's just alternating for right there, okay? So don't do a Swiss drag into that upbeat. I will double check to make sure that I'm correct on that with the lock clips. So hopefully this afternoon I should have it fixed. I'll leave this up for now, but yeah, it'll be fixed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, if you want to find this play along, as well as the one that I'm going to put up in place of this one, if you go to the Home tab, if you scroll down, there's 80 chop exercises right now, and then you can go to the chop exercises playlist that has all of them, or you can go to the one that says shopping sprees. It has 29 shopping sprees inside of here, and a lot of these currently are members first, but there's a new one coming out every other day that is the shopping spree, a new play along daily, but like this one comes out 2 days from now, this one comes out 2 days after that, this one comes out 2 days after that. So the members first one, there's over 400 videos like that. It's 99 cents if you want that early access, or just wait. Like, it might be a year, but it'll come out, I promise. So I don't sell a course, I don't sell an app, I don't sell a book, I don't sell private lessons anymore. What else do people sell? Courses. I think I said that one. Yeah, I don't sell my educational content. So if you want grid variations, there's over 1,000 in here. Click to show all the playlists. Limb independence, we'll practice that tomorrow. Marching bass drum, this is what I was talking about. For somebody who's asking about marching bass, focus on the timing exercises while marking time. Any of those are great. And then once you get those down solid, then you can work on like the splits timing. It allows you to simulate some of the more complicated split stuff without having other people there. So you'll see what I'm talking about because it like mutes and unmutes different parts. So you can simulate what it's like being on a bass line while you practice along to it. There's a bunch of different drumline cadences as well. There's over 400 technique exercises. This is where I'd recommend spending most of your time. And then there's also over 15 hours of drumming tips in here, and a dozen drumming lessons that are like the scripted ones, as opposed to these ones where I'm like answering questions from the different live streams that I do. Tomorrow we'll be back on Limb Independence, and then 2 days from now we'll work on Blue Devil's 1998 shopping spree. But I'm going to call it here so that way I can go fix that thing. And then hopefully in, I don't know, 45 or so minutes, I'll go through Dishonored 2. We'll continue to go through that. So stay tuned. But if you enjoy these resources, just share them with somebody else. And if you notice a mistake like I've got at the very last line of that shopping spree, feel free to leave a comment and I'll adjust it, usually within like 24 to 48 hours. Although it depends on the play along. Some of them take forever to adjust. This one, fingers crossed, should be easy. So stay tuned. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.